Hey, how's it going on, you lovely people at Door Shutter, coming back to you with episode 14 of All the Mods 9. And in the 6 days since I've played this, 7, 6, I don't even know at this point, there has been two updates, very, very minor, just kind of some smaller mod updates. And, I think they've removed a few mods. But, yeah, so off camera, I went ahead and I've got protection 4, fire protection 4, blast protection 4, and feather falling and projectile protection on my boots and armor and all that stuff, just because I needed to get a little bit better off. And I have been kind of just working around trying to figure out some things. And one of the things I figured out, of course, is from last episode, we were messing with the blaze spawner, and you can't transport it through the portal. So I got it to the portal, and it wouldn't let me transport it. So what I've done instead of that is I've actually come over here, and I've placed this into a room. So that's a thing. So if we actually come in here, probably should make some fire protection pots. But you can see there is tons and tons of guys in here, which is fantastic. But we have the blaze spawner. It's in a, I think 10 by 10 room. No, 11 by 11. So that is pretty cool. And that way we have blazes when we need them. Ooh, that was a weird graphical glitch. But I put this cobblestone here so that way we don't have ghast shooting at us and a few other things. As you can see, I've kind of died a few times from ghast and the blazes and a whole bunch of other things. So, but yeah, blaze farm partially set up. We'll probably automate it fully later down the line. I just kind of wanted it to get it to the point where we have it. Now we have it. It's closer. We don't have to go all the way down. And that is fantastic. All right. What are we working on today? Well, I kind of want to work on getting storage kind of sorted a little bit more. Because you can see we're kind of getting full. Okay? And while I'm trying to get more diamonds for refined storage, and I mean, even AE2 needs diamonds, and I only have 53. So this system's not producing a whole lot, which is understandable. It's a very, very small system. This actually produces, I would say probably every minute or so it produces at least one. Just because I did pull a diamond out of here earlier. But if we found a more seed-rich option for this, I think this would be significantly better. But since we're only producing really wheat, then it does cause a problem. So I'm thinking, instead of botany pots, in all honesty, if you were to create tree farm, or crop farm in this case, you would probably be significantly better off, because in that case you should be able to get a seed at least every single time it harvests. So if we actually go test this theory, hold on. Let's grab where is bones? Bone meal, perfect. And then just wheat seeds. Let's go try this, okay? So let's take one seed. I believe you get at least one per harvest of wheat. And we're going to break it. We're not going to... Actually, I guess we don't need to technically break it. Because if we're doing a create crop farm, then they don't break it. They just right-click on it, basically. So, bone meal, right-click. Bone meal, right-click. Bone meal, right-click. Yeah. So, doing a crop farm like that would probably be significantly better in the case of what we're trying to do. So maybe that's something we need to kind of start looking at to produce this a little bit better. Okay. Because I honestly kind of want to use this as a diamond production for the rest of the series. This would be pretty cool. We can expand upon this once we get better power and everything. So, create crop farm, huh? What do we need for that? Let's take a peek. So, of course, create is in here, I believe. Let me make sure. Yes, create is in here. I said to 100% make sure because it's been a minute since I've played this pack. But the harvester... This right here requires andesite alloy, iron plates, and... I mean, we have everything for this. Iron plates... We may need to figure out something for that. And it is only all the ores. Do we not have like a compressor, like a normal compressor? I mean, we can get this. This isn't a problem. I'm just curious. Yeah, so let's look at that. So I would say, we can do a track. I've done this before where we create a minecart contraption. Just create a normal farm, just like that. Have the minecart contraption rolling back and forth, harvesting, and then portable storage interfaces. That's the other thing. So let's bookmark this. Portable storage interface is this. So andesite casing and the chute. And then that's just iron plates and this. Also, I believe the iron plates should come from the compactor. Yeah, this, no? Hold on, where is it at? Yeah, pressing. This thing. So, I mean, we could do this or we could do this. So, I think we're going to do with the Ad Astra. We're going to see if Ad Astra is even that great of an idea, but let me make this and I'll be right back. Alright, so we're going to also need some other things here. So, we're going to need some electron tubes, which is rose quartz. So, let's grab this, grab some of this, throw that in there, throw that in there. Let's actually just do this. Come on. Rose quartz. And then we're going to need some sandpaper, which is... let's grab paper. Actually, I think I have some paper. So paper, sand, paper. Put this in our offhand, right click, and just hold it. This does have limited uses, of course, but that isn't that expensive to make. So we should be decent here. Perfect. And then we only need 2 of these, but the electron tubes are going to be useful in the future anyway. So we're just going to make 4 of these real fast. And we get 6 per. So we should be actually pretty decent. Gold. And then controller rails. And then we're just going to need normal rails, which should be over here. And then levers. I know I have levers. I made quite a lot of levers. Right there. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to need the cart assembler, which is in here. I also need a mine cart, which I don't actually know where the mine cart is, but there's one in here. And then we're going to need some sticky glue, or super glue. Is it super glue or sticky glue? Super glue. Okay. Iron plate, iron nugget, and slime balls. So slime balls, iron nugget. So this, and that. And then let's grab spruce planks. Fantastic. And, oh yeah, we need the portable storage interface before we do anything else. We need 2 of them. So that's 2 chutes. We actually need some iron itself. So this, and then this. Nope. Reverse. We get 4 per. So now we need some andesite alloy, which is iron nuggets and andesite, isn't it? Or is it zinc? I can't remember. Nope. Perfect. So we should be able to now make up... Oh, where'd they go? Where'd the iron plates go? Perfect. So we need 8 of these, which means that we need stripped logs, huh? Which means I actually probably need to repair this. Okay. So then we'll grab... I actually have 16 spruce logs on us. So let's just set these all down. Strip them. Right click with the andesite alloy. Break them. And then toss my hammer away. Let's get rid of the smelt pick for right now too. Kind of just free up some space. Okay. And then we're going to need 8 of these. Okay, what am I low on? I need more andesite alloy, which means I need more andesite. I don't know why, but like andesite seems to be rare or something. Because I don't really see it that much. Okay, let me grab some, and I'll be right back. Alrighty. So, portable storage interface real quick. That is just two of these, portable storage, and then we're probably going to want a chest or two here. We'll go iron for right now. And, oh yeah, we need a hopper. Let's see. So let's grab a couple of those, or a couple more of those. So normal chests, and we will grab a hopper here. I really only meant to grab one hopper, but that's fine. We do need a hopper to actually get out of the portable storage interface, so we do need to make sure we have one of some sort. Let's see here. So I also want to grab probably some dirt. Do I have any dirt? That is the question here. Perfect. And then a bucket, which I should have on me. I'm going to actually have a construction wand. That'll work. And I don't know where we're going to put this, but I think I'm just going to do it out back here. So I may not even need the bucket. So let's just do it right smack dab behind this. Let's see here. Yeah, right about here. Oh, let's go under. Okay, shovel. So we'll just do it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way we can actually step up on here. And we don't have to worry about the water in the center. Okay, and then construction wand. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the only problem with having this down here is going to be placing this on a minecart and water. So we're going to have to kind of place a little bit of building blocks here. And I like to go out 2, by the way, because if you have the minecart end right here or right here, this last row should never get touched. And actually, we're going to have to push this out a little bit because I think it's going to be the same on this side. So let's go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Okay, so then let's just do making this kind of watertight here. Okay, and then let's actually put an end cap on this as well. Okay, so the dirt should actually go, so we want to make sure 1, 2, 1, 2. So let's go knock this out. Okay. And then we will then push this back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So here, let's grab a bucket of water. See if we can actually fill this in as well. Okay. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that should mean that we have that kind of end being decent. Okay. So let's also then just put some blocks here. And we'll mine out this center. Perfect. And then what we're going to want to do is have the control rail. We need to make sure these are going in the right direction as well. So the arrows are pointing that way, which is perfect. And then over here, arrows pointing that way, which is perfect. Okay. And we probably want to have a booster rail in the middle here, but I'm not 100% sure if that's necessary. Levers. Oh. Okay, lever. And then we're not going to put a lever and turn it on here yet, because we actually need to get the cart assembler. And then we're going to need the sticky glue, our super glue. 1, 2, 3, basically all the way across here. And then mechanical harvesters. Oh, did I need one more? Did I mistaken? No, okay, yeah. I mean, I need one more because this is 9. For some reason, I thought it was 8. Let me make one more harvester. All right, so we got the next mechanical harvester here. And then what we're going to do is take our super glue and glue this together. Oh, nope. Not that. We're going to click on the back of this. So we're going to click on the back of this harvester. You don't want to click on the front because it usually doesn't work. So just do that. And then we're going to have an iron chest. We'll do 2 of them. We're going to glue, glue. So this should be all good. The next thing you want to remember, and I actually kind of forgot about this, is that on this, you need to hold right click with an empty hand, I think, and change this to lock rotation so it doesn't spin. Because if you do that, it'll actually try to spin itself. Which, I mean, if you wanted to, you could have this like rotate in a larger farm if you wanted to. But we're not going for that right now. So, lever. And then we probably want to set up the portable storage interface. I don't know. I think right here should work. We're going to have to grab our create wrench real quick. There we go. And then what we should be able to do now is connect those 2 things. Now let's see. Let's get rid of some of this other stuff real fast. So that should be a full assembly. So if we actually turn this on... Oh, we actually kind of need a minecart in here. Perfect. And this should just roll back and forth. Okay? So this would technically be harvesting if there were crops to actually harvest. So I'm going to get that planted, and I will be right back. Alrighty. So I have the farm completed down here. As you can see, it's running. I love how we can kind of see it from the house. That's awesome. And I did change one little thing about this, and I will mention it. I pulled it back 1, just so that way the harvesters have a gap here, and also, of course, a gap, towards the end of this. So this should be functioning fully. If we grab some bone meal just to test like this end cap here, this should get harvested. There we go. Now that should get harvested. This one should get harvested. Not by me, hopefully. Perfect. And then, of course, if we shut this off, the reason we have the chests, of course, is because all of that goes into there. So that is awesome as well. And now we need to get the portable storage interface set up for moving the items. And I forgot to do this. Whenever I moved it, that's what I was talking about with the rotation, by the way, is that if you do not set it, that is what will happen. So keep that in mind. Perfect. Okay. Portable storage interface. This can be put... Looks like we're going to have to kind of put it out here a little bit here. So that's fine. Place this. Grab the create wrench. Smack it on the side, maybe. Yeah, the rotation's always weird on this, but that's okay. So let's grab some cobblestone here. Of course, this is not looking pretty at all, but we'll get over it. Oh, goodness gracious. Really tired of these guys, honestly. I need to... Is there no soliciting signs? I don't even know. I need to look at that. Okay. So we're going to place a hopper on a chest. Come on. So place that there. And we can place a hopper here. And now what should happen is whenever we have the end here, it should start dumping its inventory. So this is exactly why you need the hopper. Item pipes won't work from what I remember. I believe I tried that one time and they don't function like that. So that is fantastic. We have a functioning crop farm. I'm actually going to kind of expand this with a little platform here, just so that way we actually can walk instead of getting pushed by the thing. There we go. And let's also do it on this end as well. Just so that way we're walking. Perfect. Kind of still in the way there, but that's all right. So basically now, you can see we have 11 wheat seeds, which is a good thing. How do we increase the speed at which this operates? Well, there are a few things we can look at with Ars Nueva, because I don't think we have really any other growth stuff. I don't know what growth powder is. Nope, that wouldn't assist us in any way. We also could speed this up by technically getting the Supremium farmland or different farmland in general. This stuff, if we looked at getting these different farmlands, we can place this and we could have seeds there which do increase growth speeds and stuff like that. I thought Mystical Agriculture had growth accelerators. That's it what this is? They are. Grows plants above it faster. Range 24 blocks. Range 36 blocks. How many blocks is... I wonder if that's spherical or square. But like 36 blocks is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've got 4 in that direction, 4 in that direction, and then how many is that? 4, 4, 16 maybe? Maybe? I don't think that's actually correct. But it might be. I know that there is 64 and 16. That's how many seeds you actually need for a full farm. But I don't remember how many blocks. I think it's 80 something, isn't it? Math is difficult. 80? Yeah, actually, 80 is correct. So I'm thinking that's correct. But that might not be right. So, I mean, we can try getting one of these. What do we need for the next tier? So we kind of just need... Oh, so we don't need the previous tier. We can just kind of skip. All right, so let me try and get a version of this. We actually have some diamonds right here we can snag. Perfect. 8 diamonds. And I want to try and see if we can get a growth accelerator going. All right, so we have these growth accelerators. I just went Imperium. Not 100% sure if this is going to be useful or not, but we'll see. So let's swim under here. So let's place one right about there. One right about there. And we'll smack one right here in the center. At least I hope that'll work. Okay. Oop. Did it do a graphical issue? Looks like it may have. This has been known to happen. I've seen this a few times. If you just reset the whole thing, it'll work. This is just like a ghost block. If you relog, it'll change. But yeah, it's kind of if you unload the chunks a little bit. Because these aren't chunk loaded, I'm pretty sure. So let's actually do that real quick. If we chunk load that. We shouldn't have that problem. Maybe we will. Not 100% sure. But yeah. It looks like the portable storage interface might be responsible for it, but no way to tell. Okay, so I think with that, we are going to move on here for just a quick second. Let's just move that to the side. I don't know if it's going to affect anything if it's underwater. I think it says it has to be under a plant. So we're going to let that run for a little while. And we're going to let these keep going. Let's see here. So I think the next thing that I want to work on is getting some compacting drawers from storage drawers or functional storage. One of those. Let's undo that. Come on. Oh, did I crash? Okay, I didn't crash. But it just paused for a second there. So it froze a little bit, but not hard enough to crash. So, storage drawers, right? Let's look at this. So I know we're going to need some redstone. We're going to need some iron. We're going to need some cobblestone. We're going to need some wood. We'll just grab that out of my backpack. And then we should be able to make some of these compacting drawers. So let's grab a handful of pistons. Is that all I can make? Okay, so let's just grab 8 of these. I think there's 2 per, right? Let's grab 10 since I accidentally made 9. Compacting drawer. We also need a drawer. Which means we should probably grab the chests we have existing. Do this. Let's just cut this down to 16. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was the wrong thing. That's okay. So we can just do this. Spread grid, spruce drawers, perfect. And then we should be able to grab some compacting drawers. 5 of them, perfect. Okay, so the reason I want these, we're just going to set them... Ooh, I'm getting low on space. We're probably going to make another building for this here in a little while, but for right now, we'll just shift things around. Okay. So what we're going to want these for is like gold and iron, and then maybe copper. So gold, iron, and you can see why I'm kind of wanting this. Because at the end of the day, it splits down the iron into iron nuggets, iron blocks, and basically when you take a block out, it subtracts 9 ingots, and then, subtracts however many nuggets that is per. I don't really know how many nuggets per block is. I could figure that out, but that is a thing. So, for example, now we could actually grab things like the lead we have in here. We could toss that in here. Now we got blocks. We've got nuggets just in case. I don't really think we ever really need lead blocks or nuggets, but this is just a good storage solution for if you need those in the future. And it looks like we've got plenty of silver. This is not a bad thing to throw in here as well. Let's see. Also, if you just hold it, an empty hand instead of holding the ingot, it will go in faster, just so you guys know. That is because it's trying to insert one stack at a time, but whenever you right-click with another hand or an empty hand, it will just try to push everything from your inventory inside. Do keep that in mind. Okay. And then, of course, iron nuggets, gold nuggets, get those out. And that means we also have a little bit more storage once we start clearing things out. But I also want to look at the better, another version of the compacting drawer, which is the simple one. Let's see. So we actually need this, and we need this to make a piston. Let's make 4 of these. 1, 2, 3. What was I out of? Oh, I just don't have another storage drawer. That's fine. So these are actually going to be useful, for example, for like redstone, because then you have block and the actual just normal type. There's no nugget or little redstone dust. I don't think. No. So you just have these two. So we also can take that and look at, for example, quartz. You actually get a quartz block. Sorry about that. And also quartz. So you don't have to convert them back and forth, which is fantastic. So we can actually grab all of this stuff, and we can then, throw that in here. And that just makes things a lot simpler, of course. If we just hold an empty hand or a pickaxe, we can get that in there faster. So, I mean, these are fantastic. Same thing with like lapis. If you wanted to put lapis in a simplified compacting drawer, you could. The next one I want to do is actually glowstone, just because glowstone in here just gives you a conversion. So you get the glowstone block and then glowstone dust, which is fantastic. But yeah, so there's quite a few things, of course, you can do with these drawers. Let me put this actually away real fast. And if I grab the drawer controller, by the way, I probably could make this a little bit faster, but I'm just kind of showing you guys functional storage. I don't know why I'm really going in depth on functional storage, but it is always a fantastic mod. And I've always kind of made these drawers for everything, but these are really a great option as well. And I think they're just a fantastic thing. I think these were added in one of the later versions. These weren't out at release of the functional storage mod, so I'm glad they were actually added to this as well. So, I mean, that is fantastic. But with that, I think we're going to wrap up this episode here. There is so much more to be done in the future with the wheat farm. I'm going to actually go check this before we head out of here. Also, this video will not have a thumbnail, which is going to be a little bit weird, but I have to recreate the thumbnail, and I just don't have time. So this is going to be a thumbnailless video. which is going to be weird for the channel and very, very inconsistent. But I did lose all the thumbnails and everything, so we're going to have to worry about that in a little bit. So the Direwolf 20 thumbnail from yesterday does look a little funny. This one's going to look a little odd because I don't have a thumbnail made up for it. So yeah, with that, thank you guys so much for watching another fantastic episode of All the Mods 9. I have enjoyed this. I do love the fact that we're kind of just skipping through Create a little bit more than normal, because we have access to brass, we have access to bronze, so those kind of metals and materials we can actually kind of just skip past needing to make the crucible and you know, the mixer and all of that stuff. So thank you, stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye bye.